Hello my lovely little stars, it's Celeste, and today we are back with more Animal Crossing New Horizons. I hope you are doing well, and that whatever day you're watching this, at whatever time of day you're watching this, you're having a good one. So today I thought, it's been a while since I have done an island update. So I thought I would do just that for you. Since we've got quite a bit more dreamies than the last time I did an island update, I've done quite a bit more decorating, more work. So yeah, I thought I would just do a little island update and also do a little teeny tiny life update, I guess, with how much I share on the internet, which is not much at all. But yeah, that is what we are going to do today. As you can see, I finished-ish the field. I took your guys' advice and I went with the light wheat color. We're gonna ignore how bright my grass is because my island is currently in June and it's not gonna be in June when I do my island tour, but that's what we're dealing with right now. So yeah, I've got a little bit more decorating to do around here, but that's what I got so far. If we go over here, I don't believe I've showed you this. I made a little flower shop because, the men in Pride and Prejudice have to buy their flowers somewhere. And with that flower shop is a flower field that I'm currently done? Question mark, maybe? I don't know. Decorating? But I chose mostly white with blue and some green mums because that is kind of the flower colors that I'm going to be going with for this island. So I thought it would be nice to kind of match the color theme a little bit. And over here, got the usual blanket and book combo. Might see a lot of those on this island when it's done. Over here, we've got an almost finished. That's the theme of everything, is almost finished. But an almost finished little extension to the Able Sisters. I wanted this, I think I've said in a previous video, I wanted this to kind of be reminiscent of the movie in that, like, there's the ribbon shop that they go to in the movie. So I wanted to have kind of like little nods to that, but this dress here is the dress that Lizzie wears when she goes to Pemberley and sees Darcy for the first time in a while. So I wanted to have that there kind of as like a, ooh, Lizzie went to the dress shop and saw that dress and bought it before her trip with her aunt and uncle. And yeah, ugh, Lionel. You've seen my entrance before. It's kind of filled more in with weeds now, which I might clean up, might not, who knows. I've got some things to finish up on the cliffs up here. I have done this little like extension to Nooks. I can't remember if I've shown you that in the video since I did it, but it's just like, it's kind of like they just got their shipment of supplies in the little general store that I'm gonna pretend Nook's Cranny is for the village that I'm trying to represent from Pride and Prejudice. So I've got a couple more bits and bobs I want to put in here, but that's what that is so far. This is, again, incomplete, but I wanted to make a little bookshop because we know our girl Lizzie loves to read, and her dad has a literal library in his little study, so they gotta get their books from somewhere. And as we all know, if we're fans of Pride and Prejudice, Mr. Bennet hates town, so obviously their village has like a little bookshop. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Going over here, I have showed the orchard, like my spot for the orchard before, I think, but I kind of started doing some pathing because I started filling in some areas. So I filled in some trees here with some like plants and things, and I am testing out some decor for what will be my Pemberley. So this is what I've got so far. Hold on, I need to get rid of this balloon. Anyways, I am still not completely sold on the types of pathing I have here for this little area, but I'm still tweaking it. But this is what I have so far, and if we go up here, I decorated it with this. And like, you know, we got the little faux steps because I couldn't convey the amount of like steps that Pemberley has. Like, if you've watched the movie, you know what I'm talking about. I couldn't do that without losing the ability to decorate behind the museum like I have. So I just did some faux steps here. But yeah, this is what I have so far. I'm gonna put some things right here and right here. Right here I've got this color of the round topiary like things because this color will fit more with when I'm gonna set my island. I just think like, and I really love the blue toned green of these, so that's why I did that. Because like my island's gonna be set in, I think, April or March, whenever the grass, early March, I think, is what I'm gonna do. Whenever the grass starts just turning from like snow into grass, because it's got this kind of like cool tone to it. That's what I want to have my island set in, so this color will fit better. It doesn't look great right now because my island is set in June, but I started planting some trees over here to kind of fill in. And over here as well. I haven't started working on this area, but I moved Wolfgang's house here because it obviously makes more sense for Wolfgang to live closer to the museum, because the museum is supposed to represent Pemberley, which is Darcy's home in Pride and Prejudice. So that's why I moved Wolfgang here, and once I get to that point in Happy Home Paradise that I can actually edit their houses, make their houses look different, I am going to change his house to kind of look, I'm going to change everyone's houses to kind of look a certain way, but I'm going to make his house specifically like Darcy coded, if you know what I mean. Over here is kind of the little pathway. If you watched my, let's just get into camera mode here. If you watched my gazebo build, obviously this area looks a little bit different than my gazebo build video. I kind of did a little tweaks afterwards, like I took some pictures and I was like, I don't really know how I feel about it, like after I posted the video, and then obviously the weeds have grown in because I've been time traveling and not playing here and there and whatever, so it's grown in a little bit more, and I actually quite like how it looks now. It's more in tune with the vision that I had, so I kind of changed it a little bit, and I really like it now. But yeah, I started filling in more trees over here. Let's pick that up. And I filled more trees in here, did some pathing. I need to do a little bit more like here and here. Maybe some more weeds, maybe some more bushes, whatever. But I started working on this. I've got like a little bench here, like a little log to kind of look out at the lake. And then I filled in some with flowers, wheat fields, whatever. Right here we have Shep and Eunice's houses, because obviously they're supposed to represent Charlotte and Mr. Collins, who end up getting married in the movie. Spoilers if you haven't read the book that is like well over 100 years old, or watched the movie that is over 20 years old now, almost 20 years old now. And I did some pathing and I filled this in a little bit more. I need to do some items in this little back area here, but we've got all this over here, which I absolutely adore. And then we're back up there by the flower shop. I have to clean it up a little bit. I have to do some more whatever. This is where I've moved Quinn, because I'm hoping that when Quinn decides to move out, I can move Fauna in here, because Fauna is who I want to represent Jane, and I kind of want Jane's house to be close to my villager house, because my villager house is the Bennett house, and also Eric's house is just over here. And Eric is supposed to represent Bingley, who Jane ends up marrying in the end. So yeah, that is where I want Fauna to be. And I've kind of just put some items down because I don't really know how I want to decorate up here yet, but I've just kind of playing around. Moving on along, we have up here, which is where kind of my villagers that I need to get rid of, and I don't know who I'm moving in to these places yet. Yeah, I think this is Lily's house right now. I don't know who's gonna be moving in there, whoever we find really. I think what I wanna do is do like a little bee farm. So like lots of the bee houses and some more flowers and things like that. And then up here, maybe I want to do like, maybe I'll do the bee farm up here because it'll be small. And then down here, I'll do like a garden because maybe whoever can live here, their house like kind of represents a local farm that supplies fruit and veg to Nook's Cranny. And I don't know. I'm still tweaking some ideas for decorating. And over here, I've done like a little secret spot for, you know, reading, having some like cakes, having some tea, you know? And, you know, I've got to do pathing, I've got to do my cliffs. And then over here, we've got, you know, my solo house. Again, don't know who's gonna move there, but someone will. But yeah, the reason I wanted to do a little island update is because it's kind of been a while since I've done one. I think I looked, the last one I did was like 3 months ago, and I definitely did not have as much done as I do now. And I did not have as many dreamies as I do now. So I wanted to kind of give you an update to just kind of show you what I've been working on, get your ideas, get your opinions, and just kind of include you in the process of decorating my island and making it what I want it to be. Another reason I wanted to do just kind of like a chill, relax video like this is to kind of do like a channel update / life update. If you are a follower of mine and you've watched a few of my like past videos where I've mentioned it, or if you're new, I have a physical disability, which is degenerative, so it gets worse over time. So it can be hard to have the energy to do things and just in general have the ability to do things. So that's kind of why I've been like one video a week if I have the ability to upload a video in a week. But recently I got some supports that I think will make things a little bit easier to make more content and put out more content and explore other mediums of creating content for you guys. So fingers crossed, you know, it goes kind of how I want it to go with giving me the energy to make more content in the future, because I really like making videos, even though I don't make a lot, and you know, I'm small time YouTuber at this point, but I really like making content. It's like a really fun hobby for me. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to make more in the future. As for exploring other mediums of content making, I have been setting up my overlays in my OBS to possibly stream in the near future. For me, it's more like a lack of confidence and fear of sitting here talking to myself, kind of like I'm doing now, except it's live and not in an edited video. So once I kind of feel confident enough to stream, I think I'm going to be streaming here on YouTube. That's kind of what I'm planning anyways. But yeah, and if I do, it definitely won't be like very consistent and it won't be very long streams, but you know, I just want to hang out with you guys in a different way. And yeah, so that's kind of what I'm planning for that. As for new content, I am thinking of starting a Stardew Valley playthrough here this fall, because fall just gives me cozy game vibes. So, and and Stardew Valley feels like a very cozy game. So I think I want to start a playthrough of Stardew Valley. So let me know what you think of that in the comments. If you would watch that, if you would enjoy that, and like, you know, if you want hour-long videos of that, if you want 10-minute long videos of that, whatever you think about Stardew Valley. Because I've never gotten past like day 3 or 4 in spring because I just don't really know what to do. So I do want to try my hand at it. So if you would enjoy watching that, please let me know. But yeah, I think that is where I'm gonna end this little cozy, chill island update for you guys. I really am so happy with how my island is looking lately, and I am loving that I get to watch Pride and Prejudice like 3 or 4 times a week if I want to design and decorate things, because watching that movie just gives me so much inspiration for my island, obviously. So I like getting to do that because it's my favorite movie. It's like my comfort movie, so it brings me happy vibes when I get to watch it, and it brings me even happier vibes when I get to play my favorite game while I watch it. So yeah, if you want to hang out with me on my other social media platforms, they will be linked down below. If you like this video, if you like my content, and if you want to hang out with me more, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and with that, I will see you in the next one. Bye!